finished? Okay. Oh, Camaro. Right, my millie, so today I'm going to be doing a different type of video. Yeah, my millie, if the camera is a bit wonky, don't mind it. It's because I'm using the table at my Gorilla Pod. So, yeah, this is the best I'm gonna get. If it's not straight, if the camera's not straight, then you're gonna have to deal with it. Camaro, you can't go out that way. You can go that way and come back. You can't go out the gate. So my millions, today I'm going to be doing a different type of video for you guys. I was so skeptical about doing this video because, yeah, at the time it was embarrassing for me, but I'm not embarrassed. It's my truth. I own my truth. And yeah, I did ask a few people whether I should do this video or not, and they said go for it.
Mama,
like, it's the roll unfiltered, baby, as you know.
I want a drink.
You had a drink, baby. Sit on your bike and drink it. Yeah, so as I was saying, I thought this was gonna be, at the time it was very embarrassing, but right now, not right now, at the time it was very embarrassing, but now I'm over it, completely over it. It was in the moment that it was embarrassing. After that, it wasn't embarrassing. So yeah, I was very skeptical about doing this video, but I own my truth and I'm not embarrassed at nothing. Nobody can make me feel embarrassed or ashamed or none of that stuff. I have to feel shame for myself, and at the time I did feel shame, but I needed it at the time. So let's get straight into this video. I'm gonna change the girl's name, the lash tech's name, to Sasha. That's what I'm gonna change her name to. So basically, it was literally this time last year. We was going out to Jamaica.
Nice.
I don't need a backup person. I don't need a commentator either. Son, go on your bike.
I like that.
Yeah, go ride your bike over there. You can't ride it out there. It's too for big kids. You have to stay in here, baby. Yeah, so it was this time last year. We was going to Jamaica, as you lot may know, or as you lot may have seen. Look, your bike's there. Do you want to go to Daddy? Camaro? Camaro! Yeah, so it was this time last year. We was going to Jamaica. We had to go to Jamaica because we had to go for my partner's granddad's funeral. We went over there due to that reason, but we booked, we did more than, I think it was just over 2 weeks we booked to stay. We flew out for just over 2 weeks. We didn't have to, but we wanted to because, you know, might as well just get a little extra little couple of days to just do what we want to do, you know, and have a little holiday, basically a holiday. Aside from the bereavement part and the funeral part, we had 2 funerals actually. He had 2 of his family members pass, unfortunately, but it was such a beautiful service and all that stuff. So anyways, go back, rewind. So we're going to Jamaica. So I've booked my hair, my nails, my eyelashes, everything. I've booked it. The day before we go to Jamaica, I've booked my eyelashes for, you know. It's not my usual eyelash tech because I wanted to do something different, something extravagant. I wanted bottom lashes, top lashes, all of that, and she's done a lot of people's lashes, including influencers. So I'm like, yo, and her following's good. Her eyelashes are 10/10. I can't lie how she does lashes. So I'm like, yeah, everything book up. So I get ready in the morning to go get my lashes done. I drop my kids off to their nana, and because we don't live in the area, we live out of London, I've had to travel down to London to drop them to their nanas. And then the lash tech, she was based, I think it was North London. She was based in North London. So I'm doing everything on time, in enough timing, so I'm not falling behind or rushing or anything like that. I'm watching my son because he's trying to slowly go out the gate without thinking I'm not going to notice. I'm going to notice. No. Go that way. Because it's for big kids out there. You can't go out there. Sorry, the life of a mother. Story times are going to be like this. So yeah, didn't even think in time because I don't know what it's going to be like for traffic wise, all that stuff. Although I've checked and everything, I'm just like, let me just be safe than sorry. So I've dropped them off to Nana, then I've gone to North London. Now, making a long trek to North London, I'm sure it was like an hour and a half or hour and 45-minute drive to North London, but I've got there early. I think my appointment was something like at 4 o'clock and I got there at like 2 p.m. So I've parked up the car, I've gone into Wood Green shopping centre. I've never been. Sorry, at the park, you know when you can just hear big kids and you don't know where it's coming from, you figure it's your kid. Well, good boy. Get your bike before somebody takes it. So yeah, I've gone into Wood Green shopping centre because I needed to change my younger son's water slippers, shoes, because it was too big in the Sports Direct. So I ended up going in there and I went into Primark, bought myself I think 2 swimsuits as well, just a lot of bits and bobs because we're flying out the very next day. So done that now. I've gone back to the car. I've still got a couple of minutes in the car that I've put in there, so I'm just chilling there, buy myself some food, eating. Boom, as I'm eating my food now, Sasha texts me saying, oh hi babe, I'm running a bit behind time. I think it was like 20 to 25 minutes behind time. Do you mind coming a little bit later or waiting? So I'm just like, yeah, no, that's fine, that's okay, that's cool. I'm okay to wait an extra 20 to 25 minutes. But I've messaged her after that, but do you mind like knocking off money for that or anything? Yeah? The only reason why I've said that, yeah, because you guys know, everybody knows, every lady, female knows, if you are late to your lash appointment, your hair appointment, your nail appointment, you've got to pay that extra fee, that waiting fee, that late fee. You've got to pay that fee, and that's normally about £15 late fee, yeah. So this is the only reason to why I said to her that nah, like that yeah, I don't mind. I literally was cool how I said it to her. I was like, yeah, but no worries. Are you gonna do anything towards the price? Because first of all, her lashes ain't cheap. No, she's an artist with them lashes. So yeah, her prices for lashes were like, I think it was like £85, and I had already paid like a £20 deposit or something like that. So I think it was like £55 or £65 I had left to pay. But okay, bearing in mind, she's just said to me she's gonna be running about 20-25 minutes late, and her late fee, I think it was like, if you're 10 minutes late or 15 or something like that minutes late, you gotta pay an extra £50. Something along the lines. You understand what I'm trying to say? You get the gist. So I've asked, like, yeah, that's no problem. Are you going to knock off something, because obviously you're delayed in it, and if I was late, I didn't even say that part, I said because you're delayed. Who told me to tell Sasha that? Who told me to even mention that to Sasha? Oh my god, she flipped the whole script on me, guys. As soon as I messaged that about 2 minutes later, she's like, I'm refunding your deposit. I'm dumbfounded. I'm like, what? Huh? Bearing in mind, I've travelled, left my house from big 7 AM, I believe, to drop my youth them down to London, to drive up to North London. That's petrol, traffic. That's hours in the car, you know, I've spent. She's like, oh no, I've refunded your deposit. So I'm like, huh? Why have you done that? Like, why did you? I was like, no need to do that. Why did you refund? She's like, oh no, because you don't respect my, what did she say? She said something like, you don't respect my I don't even know what she said. She said something like, you don't respect my art or my craft, something along the lines of that. Like, she's like, no, I wouldn't want to do a client like you because you don't just basically, I don't respect her because I've asked her that is she going to do anything about the price, because she's delayed. I'm not delayed, she's delayed. I've come here from time, I'm early, I'm on point. So when she's saying all this, I'm like, at this point, I'm going to Jamaica tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, understand? Jamaica flight means tomorrow, on the plane, going, yeah? So I just had to think of my glasses because this is desperate times. I ain't got no backup lash tech. I haven't booked nobody else, and you know how it is. Booking lash techs these days is very difficult because you've got to book in advance, or they're gonna get booked up, or there's not gonna be a space on the day. No one can squeeze you in because it takes long to do lashes, and it's not no easy measly thing. No, so I get it. So I'm panicking when she's saying like she's refunded it already. No, all of this. I was like, oh no, like sorry babe, like no. Like at this point I'm desperate. I've never been this desperate, or I've never begged anyone to provide a service for me that I've already booked. So at this point I'm like, no babe, it's okay, like I've got the money, like it's not a problem if you can't knock off nothing, like it's not an issue. I was just asking if you're gonna knock off anything because obviously you're delayed, I'm not the one that was delayed. Yeah, she's like, no, it's fine, I don't want to do your eyelashes, I don't want to do your lashes. But at this point I'm thinking like, because she's got beer following, she's got influencers, she does influencers, it's like I think she was just being too stuck up. Like I really did feel like that. I just felt like she was so much of the shit that she could just say like, nah, F that, I don't have to do no gal's eyelashes that expects me to knock off money for their lashes because I'm delayed. That's how I feel she felt, after like thinking about it deeply. That's how I felt she felt. But at the time I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking F all of that, I need my lashes done. I'm getting on the plane in less than 24 hours. Like you can't just cancel on me. What? Over one little measly thing. So at this point I'm calling her, messaging her, like I'm voice noting her. I wish I still had the voice notes and stuff, but I don't because I got upgraded my phone, so I don't have it. So I'm like, oh, like, are you being serious? Like, oh, if you felt offended by what I said, like, apologies to you, but I was just seeing as X, Y, and Z. She's like, no, I don't want to do your lashes. Can you stop calling me? When I was calling her, she's just making it ring out. And then there's a point where twice she answered, and she's like, can you stop calling me? I don't want you to call me. Like, you're actually annoying. This is harassment. I'm gonna block you. All of this stuff, guys, just because I asked her, is she gonna do anything about the price because she's running late, not me. So by this point I'm just like, do you know what, I said something like, oh, like I'm calling you to have a conversation with you. This is something that you need to have a conversation about, because how has me saying one thing to you offended you so much that now you've just said F that, I'm not doing your lashes? Like, I've travelled, I've dropped my kids off. I've explained all of this on my voice note here. I've travelled down here. I'm not even from this area or from these ends. I've travelled, I've dropped them off, I've brought them to their nanas, and I've drove all the way up here. I've got to be on a flight tomorrow. Like, by this point, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was stressed, highly stressed, and I practically was begging the girl, like, oh my god, like, are you being serious? Can we not work this out? Can we not figure this out? After a while, it felt longer than it was. It wasn't more than 2 to 3 minutes that I was talking to her back and forth like that, where it was just like she was just like a no-go, stuck up, literally no-go. Sasha was just being stuck up and she was just a no-go. So stop please, Camira, pardon you. So Sasha was just a no-go, and I just couldn't believe it. So I've called my girl Genuine, I've called and messaged my nieces. I'm like, guys, I need a lash tech for tomorrow, for today. Does anybody know a lash tech that can do my lashes today? Imagine the lash tech just decided to cancel because I said to her she was running late, and she said to me to come 20-25 minutes later, and I just asked her like if she can do anything about the price, and she just refunded my money. I couldn't believe it, guys. I really couldn't believe it. Nobody's ever done this to me before. I've never been in this position where somebody has done that, or this type of situation to me before. I've never been in it. So I was really, really shocked. Like, I felt like I'm a mug. That's what. So guys, I don't know where I got up to because Camira needs to go to the toilet again. But yeah, I think I got up to the piece. So I made everyone check her page and like all that stuff. And then yeah, we just came up with a conclusion that because she is up there, like followers are on good couple thousand, not couple, like thousands. She's got thousands of followers, and she's got and she's got influencers, big name influencers getting their lashes done by her and all that stuff. She's up there, innit? So I just felt like she felt like, nah, because I'm just a regular person for her, she didn't really care. Like she was feeling herself, she was smelling herself too much, in the sense of that later I get clients, don't need to take no, it wasn't even disrespect, don't even need to take on no girl that's gonna say to me, oh, are you gonna do anything about the price, type of thing. She just felt like she was high up there, so in her head she was like, nah, not doing your lashes, I can just finish early, you was my last client, so let that be that. It was just how she was like, no, I can't remember. I wish I still had the messages, guys, because I would want to say word for word what she said. She said no, she said no because you don't respect my craft, you don't respect my whatever, I think it was craft, or you don't respect my quality, like my quality of care or my quality of work. Like, oh, I think it was that. I think she said that you don't respect my quality of work. I think it was that, you know, you don't respect my quality of work, so no, like, nah, I wouldn't want you to be a client of mine. Yeah, so she was just basically saying that. So for me at the time, I was so ashamed, because I was literally saying to the girl, like, no, don't worry if you felt offended by what I said to you, don't take it personal, because I was just seeing, because obviously I was just being literally begging her at the time to still try and see if she would still go through with doing my eyelashes, and nah, my girl, nah, she was just too full of herself. And I would never, just a disclaimer, I would never ever in my life beg anyone to do anything for me, especially anyone that's doing like my nails, my lashes, my hair. I won't beg nobody for none of that stuff. No way, you're not gonna catch me doing that. The only reason why I literally begged her and was trying to plead with her and trying to reason with her is because I was catching a flight in the AM. I had no choice. My lashes, Jamaica, me go to the Caribbean without my lashes done, it's not happening. I needed my lashes done, so I was trying to make it that, okay, maybe I effed up, but I know I didn't F up. I didn't F up at all. It's rightfully, she should have been like, oh babe, I'm gonna be 20 to 25 minutes behind schedule, I hope you don't mind, don't worry about it, I'm gonna knock off a £5 or £10 just for the wait, because you don't have to wait, and I can understand if you don't want to wait, and I'll just refund your money. That is what a real business person with a real business that wants their clients and wants to keep their clients happy and satisfied, and that is genuinely a nice person, just in general, just normal common decency of people, like, would say that. No, she didn't say that at all. She wanted her money, and if she weren't getting her full money, I was disrespecting and not appreciating her art, her craft, what she does. I didn't appreciate her enough, and I should have never asked her that. I should have never, in her head, I should have never asked, or even put it into a question of asking about what's going to happen with that. She couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was dumbfounded. But at the end of the day, I ended up getting through to my original lash tech, Millie Aesthetics, Anita, and she came through. I had to go to her at like I told her, explain to her everything that happened with this gal, and she couldn't believe it. And I think any lash tech out there wouldn't believe it, that and say, no, I'm not going to do your lashes, I've refunded your money, just because I've asked a simple question. Like, that was beyond me. It was so beyond me, guys. I don't think you understand. I didn't yeah, Anita ended up doing my lashes at like 10 o'clock. I think I ended up finishing my eyelashes at like, what time? Like 12:30. But yeah, I ended up loving my lashes anyways. I know Anita does her thing anyways with my lashes anyways. It's just that I wanted something different. And you know, some eyelash techs do certain different styles of lashes. That's the only reason why I booked Sasha. Other than that, I would have went right back to Millie Aesthetics, sorry, and got my eyelashes done there, because I never ever get let down. Anita squeezed me in, she didn't have to, and I was happy with the result. Went to Jamaica with my lashes done and happy. I really didn't know about telling this story, because like I said, at the time it was embarrassing and shameful, but now I'm not shameful at all. I'm like, yeah, I was ashamed before, but I believe that she's probably done this to other clients of hers, because it's the type of persona and the personality that she gave. To me, it sounded like this is what she does to people when they question her about her craft and disrespecting her art, her work of art and all this stuff. That's how I feel that she deals with people, and I'm just hoping to God she doesn't get any more people. Oh, are you okay? Are you okay? Why are you crying? Lost. Let's try and find your daddy. Don't cry, okay? We're gonna find him, okay? Was your daddy wearing a jacket?
Yeah, I think.
Do you remember what the colour of the jacket looks like?
I think it's wearing a black one.
A black one?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have a look for daddy. Was
He
it?
might be in the park now.
He might be in the park. I'm gonna ask this lady because I think she's a worker for you. Excuse me? Let's ask this worker first. Excuse me? Hi, are you a worker here? She's lost her dad.
Hello.
Did you last see your daddy?
I think he said that he was at the water park.
Okay, well listen, don't worry, because we'll find him. Okay? Thank you. Don't worry.
Okay. If I see anyone looking for a dad, I'll send them your way. No worries. Okay. Oh, bless her. Bless the little girl. She's lost her dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I'm looking. I'll come. Have you got your phone on you?
Sorry, my ladies, I had to put my jacket on because that little girl, I don't know if you heard, she was crying, she couldn't find her daddy. Now she's with the worker. I hope she can find her dad. She definitely will. Definitely will.
Mommy.
Yeah? Yeah, she's there. Oh, are they in the park? Oh, yeah. I hope she did it. Did she find her? Oh, I want to know if she found her dad.
He's having crying. He's having
It
crying.
must be. It must be. Pardon? No. She couldn't find her dad. So I brought her to the lady, but she's just found her dad there. I'm so happy now because that worried me.
Yeah.
If she didn't find her parent, I wouldn't be able to leave.
If I saw her, I would have taken her. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, baby. She found it. That's okay. I'm so happy. Yeah, she was crying. Do you know what? I heard her crying there. I thought she had tripped or something. I was like, okay, she'll be alright. But then she was coming closer, so I know she was looking for help. I was like, oh no, what's wrong? She's like, I've lost my dad. I was like, alright, we're gonna find him. Let's go. And I was like, let's go ask the worker first because she said he was at the water park, so I assumed he'll be over here.
Yeah.
But he was all the way out there. But I'm glad she found him because I wouldn't be able to leave. I wouldn't be able to leave because my heart.
I know.
Yeah, so look, my mind's all over the place because that little girl being lost literally put me off track. But yeah, I'm literally gonna get ready to go with the kids. But the end of the story was that, yeah, that lash tech, I wouldn't recommend her. Although she does her thing with eyelashes and stuff, I would not recommend her just from how she treated me. I definitely know there must be other clients that she's had where she's treated them just like that. If she's done it to me just so easily, how she done it was so easy, like, no, I'm just gonna refund your money, and no, you don't respond. It just seemed to me that this is what she does, especially if she doesn't feel that she needs to do your lashes, or she's tired, or she was just being lazy, or she just doesn't want to do it. I feel like she could potentially be one of them ones that just to say like, oh, I'm running a bit late, and then you say one thing wrong, so she can just be like, yeah, nope, not doing it anymore, refund your money, X, Y, and Z. So yeah, my millies, I would just say be careful when you're booking these lash appointments with these top-notch lash techs that got influencers and that, because when they get big-headed, and they feel like they can treat you like almost shit, and they can do what they want with you in terms of, well, my craft, and if you don't respect my craft, not getting your lashes done by me, or your hair done, or your nails done by me, and that's it, they just lock it off. But my God weren't sleeping, because although she closed one door, another door was still open, because my lash tech was able to come through, in that night to do my lashes. So I wasn't even mad, I wasn't even vexed, nothing. And that could have just been God saying to stick with what you know, stick to who you know and what you know. don't go or venture out, don't try nobody new. So yeah, my minis, that was my bad lash tech experience with this lash tech called Sasha. I would never, I don't recommend her, although she does her thing. I don't recommend her because I didn't like how she treated me. Whether or not she continuously gets clients and stuff, I'm definitely not one of them, and I definitely won't recommend any of my people to go to her. And I don't think any of my people do go to her, because I think I was like one of the only people that was following her, you know, out of like, you know, on Instagram you see following, he's following. But yeah, so yeah, my ladies, that was my crazy story. I hope you all enjoyed that little story time at the park. Yeah, but other than that, I think our day here at the park is done, and I'm glad I got a story time in for you guys. And yeah, my minis, hopefully I'll see you guys, hopefully you enjoyed this story time, and I'll see you guys in the next one.